Hey guys, it's me, Kayla with the curls, and you are watching The Wind Down. If you jump on while I'm live, say something so I know that you're here. Say, hey Kayla, what's up? Talk with me, interact, and if you're watching the replay, you guys know what to do. Hashtag replay so I can find out when you jumped on. I'm Kayla with the curls, and I help women to create lives of peace and prosperity through skincare, self-care, and inspiration. And I promise you that each week I will bring you at least one topic, one live that's full of content that you can start using to change your life and change strategies right away. So as promised, tonight we're going to talk about the virtual handkerchief and what is that like, because we live in this era of women wanting to shoot their shot. And I'm like, wait a minute, sis. Not totally feminine, and it's perfectly fine if you're not a feminine woman. If you operate more in your masculine and that's working for you, great. But many of us are trying to transition back to our femininity, and it's really hard to be a boss babe and to be a feminine woman. That's a really big balance, and so I struggle with it all the time. You guys know I went on this huge femininity journey, and so now that I've kind of mastered that, I love teaching other women to do the same. Hey guys, I see y'all throwing up hearts. Let me know you're here. What's up, what's up, what's up? I love when you guys pile in. So the virtual handkerchief, what does it mean? So if you are, I'd say between your 20s and say 45, 46, you grew up in church, you always hear Ruth waited on her Boaz. He who finds a wife finds a good thing. You should be waiting. That's what's wrong with y'all. Y'all busy looking. And it's like, you're right. But Ruth had to position herself so that Boaz could see her, right? And so we're kind of in that same basket where definitely people see us, but we have to position ourselves to let people know that we're available and that we're interested in them at sometimes. And so a big mistake that I often see women make, and I've made this mistake before, is that we'll say like really silly stuff like, well, if he's not brave enough to come and talk to me, then he ain't the one for me. Sis, you just knocked out a whole entire category of men. So when you live in a larger city, let's say Nashville, New York, Los Angeles, like big cities too, even some smaller cities, men are visual creatures. So if they spoke to every woman that they found attractive, they would be talking all day. So you being pretty is not enough for somebody to just stop. Now, don't get me wrong. There are all those people who stop in their tracks, or they'll backpedal in the grocery store and they're like, I just had to say something to you, so hello. Or some guy today, I was in Kroger, and he handed me his business card. I saw him when I went into the store, and I'm 4'11", but I got a mean walk. So I'm like, walk. It's just how I walk anyway. So he gives me his business card, and I was not the least bit interested in the world. But I also knew it took courage for him to do that, right? That's neither here nor there. So sometimes you have to drop a virtual handkerchief. That comes from the Victorian era, right? So in the Victorian era, when women noticed the man was I had eyes for her, but he hadn't said anything, or she might be interested in someone, she would walk by and she would just kind of casually drop her handkerchief, right? And so, of course, he would see it, and he sees this beautiful woman, and he's like, oh, crap, whoop, it's a perfect opportunity. I'm going to pick it up. And so he runs over. He's thinking it's his idea. This is my opportunity to rescue her, because real men want to provide and protect for you, right? So he picks it up, and he's like, ma'am, you dropped your handkerchief. And she's like, oh, I did? Oh, it seems I have. So it's all her idea, right? But it opens up a window. And so, of course, she knew she dropped her handkerchief, but what it says is, I'm available for you to talk to me. I'm open. It's okay for you to start a conversation. So really briefly, we're going to discuss a few ways that you can do that in person without shooting your shot and sliding in his DMs, being like, oh, you fine. And we're going to talk about ways you can do it virtually, okay? So, of course, we always go back to the grocery store idea, right? So if you're in the grocery store and you pass somebody and they're kind of attractive, you're interested, they make eye contact a couple of times, ask for something on the top shelf. You can't reach it anyway. Sir, you think you can reach that for me? Ask for a favor. When you ask for a favor, again, men want to provide and protect. They want to do those things. They hand it down to you. They hand it to you. This one will do. Boom. It's really busy in here. How's your evening? It opens up a conversation. Now, once you open up that door, you have to close it so that there's a window of, I gotta talk to this girl. I gotta ask her what her number, I at least need to know her name, right? So grocery store, ask for something. Another thing that you can do is Small favor. So say you're in a bar, you're in a restaurant, it's really crowded, you guys are both at the counter, you see this man, he's there, you're standing there or whatever. You can say, it's hot in here tonight. Yeah, it's a little crowded, it's busy. Yeah. How's your day? Pretty good. If you want to take it a step further, you want to be a little bit more flirtatious, you say, it's you and all these shoulders. Back up, you're taking up too much space. Because that kind of pumps his head up a little bit. Men are ego driven. That's just the way it is. They like to know that you notice me. I know as women, we want you to say, tell me I'm beautiful. Tell me I smell good. Tell me I'm pretty. Men want to hear the same things, just in a masculine way. Your shoulders are broad. You look handsome today. I like those shoes. You smell amazing. Those are things they want to hear. And so when you're standing bumper to bumper with somebody who's super attractive, you say, something smells wonderful. Is that you? Very simple. That doesn't say, hey, give me your phone number. That just says, I noticed that you smell good, right? It opens up a conversation that says, I'm open to you having a conversation with me. Now, don't just stand there with your face squared looking at him. Turn away. Look at your phone. Do something different, right? Ask him to do something for you. So my favorite one was, I'd be like somewhere and I'd be like, hey, can you hold my spot in line? I think I saw my friend. I really don't want her to have to wait on me by herself. Or, do you mind taking this jacket from me? I don't think I can carry all these drinks and this stuff over to my table, so I'll be right back. That opens up that conversation. Something small, you can't ask for anything big. And if they're interested, they're gonna open up that conversation. How's your night going? If you're with a group of friends, something that I would do is, talk to me down below. Y'all are just watching all silent. Talk to me down below. You'd go walk up to them and say, hey, it's kind of shady, but me and my friends are playing a game. We're trying to guess what people do based on what they're wearing. So can we do it for you guys? And they're gonna be like, oh, go ahead, shoot your shot, go ahead. And then you have to say something like really ridiculous, like secret agent. And they're gonna laugh, and it kind of opens up that window. Now you have to be open to them saying the same things to you, but it means, hey, I've got a sense of humor. Hey, I noticed you and I wanted to say something. And it just opens it up. And then you say, thanks, that was fun, have a good day. And as you're walking off, he's probably gonna say, hey, what's your name? Or if it's one of those things where you're like on a strip, they're probably gonna run into you again and they're gonna say, hey, secret agent. And you look up and then that's your opportunity to start a conversation. So don't think just because someone hasn't said anything to you directly that they're not interested in you. Sometimes you just have to position yourself so they do that. So virtually, because we are living in a post, you know what world, can't say that word or they'll bump my video down. So lots of interactions happen online, right? And so, no, you don't slide in somebody's DMs and be like, woo, you fine. Ooh, love it. Like, no, none of that. So people are posting live videos, people are posting stories, people are posting all kinds of stuff. So when you see him hanging out with his friends, having a good time, that's what you say. Oh my gosh, that place looks amazing. Where are you guys? Looks like you're having the time of your life. A guy a couple of weeks ago, and I was not even dropping a virtual handkerchief, right? I think he's adorable. I think he's a nice guy. He posted a picture, it was fish and spaghetti, and I was like, so Memphis, right? Like that's one of those things that says, hey, this is an open conversation. It is perfectly fine for you to speak to me, right? So you have to position yourself sometimes. Don't feel like you are so pretty, so good, or so this or so that if anybody wants to talk to you, they'll come to you because you can be intimidating, sis. Sometimes beauty is intimidating. Sometimes intelligence is intimidating. And it doesn't mean that they're not good enough for you. It just means that they're scared. So don't get all haughty-taughty. Open yourself up and say some of those things. So respond to their stories. Ask them where they're going. Ask them where they've been. Ask them, are you from Nashville? Or they'll be like, hey, I'm going back to blah, blah, blah. And it's like, oh, you seem like you go there every week, huh? Conversation, that's all that it takes. Get in and get out. Don't make it awkward. That's the biggest thing. If you stand there and you're talking forever and they think you're really, really pretty and they don't know what to say, it's like, oh crap, how do I get out of this? I'm making eye contact. I gotta stop making eye contact. Crap. So turn your head, go on about your business, look at your phone. Have a nice night. Same thing on virtual, right? You have this conversation, few sentences back and forth, and you say, have a great night. Enjoy your day. Good talking to you, and keep it moving. If they're interested, you've opened up that avenue. So that is my drop your virtual handkerchief. Just because relationships are hard, relationships are weird, but I think a lot of really great guys are missing out on women because we are sitting back waiting for somebody to just bust in our front door, and then we'll be like, 911, They're like, what is your emergency? The man of my dreams just kicked my door in. Yeah, that's not going to happen, okay? So think about it that way. That's all I've got for you guys for that. Really short, really sweet virtual handkerchief. If you want more information or coaching, let me know because we'll talk about it. Pomafera this week or this month is double customer points on all your facial collections. Whoop, whoop. So that means that if you are getting a collection that is like 68 bucks, you know, you get 1 point for every $10 that you spend. So normally you'd only get 6 points. This month you're gonna get 12. And that 12 points can be redeemed immediately for more Pomafera products, right? So that's an amazing deal. So when you buy the big collection, that is the time for you to buy right now. Spring and summer are coming. What I love to do is I get my facial collections when it's double points. I turn around, I buy my Heal and Body Oil, all my extras, my body care. Summer's coming, so you're gonna want that Heal and Body Oil. You know, it flies off the shelves in the summer because it gets your body all extra dewy and silky and smooth. You're gonna want that. That's a great idea. March. Guys, if you are not in my VIP group, Kayla with the Curls, the community, you need to jump in there. I'm throwing a virtual Pomafera party all week long next week. If you comment, if you like, if you share, if you play the games, you're gonna go into a drawing to get the hostess gift. So I'm throwing a VIP party. Refer a friend. If your friend joins and your friend purchases something or they comment, there's even more opportunities to win. I absolutely love you guys. I had a crazy freaking February. I added 9 people to my community. I multiplied my paycheck by 7. And I was in the top 25 in sales for my corporate team. And I owe that all to you guys, and thanks be to God. Like, all I want to do is get on here and make you feel good, make your skin look good, and I want to share all of the knowledge and joy that I have with you. I love you guys, and I love when you watch the wind down. I hope that these are strategies that you can apply right away. Guys, shout me out, let me know if I'm right, and ladies, slide in my DMs and let me know what you tried. I love you, and I'll see you again soon. Peace.